What's up, Buttercup? What's cooking good looking? I'll tell you what's good looking is our sign, and our producer man is going to show us the sign in just a second. But we are Dog Fight Sports. And we're coming to you live from Frank and Tony's, not the patio, but from inside because it's raining. It's not sunny, it's not beautiful, but it's still Cleveland, Ohio, a.k.a. the world-famous Willoughby, Ohio.
Yeah, definitely not baseball weather tonight.
Sound
I
check is
did hear
up.
the game got postponed tonight, so yeah, definitely not baseball weather, but hey, we're definitely podcast weather still.
Yep.
So.
Let the Royals stew. I'm fine with the postponement. We left it on a good note, so.
All right.
It's always podcast weather in Willoughby, Ohio.
Yeah.
Well, I myself am Nick Newman. I am joined by, let's see, I haven't announced you guys in a while, Ulysses S. Ray.
The one and the only. Thanks. Good to see you guys again.
I also have Tito Roundtrippers, Tito the baseball whisperer, and Tito has been doing a hell of a lot of whispering at baseball of all levels.
He's been doing some scouting.
Ballpark binging. I am amped and ramped. It has been a crash course in all things baseball. Let's go.
Tito, do you want to give any shout-outs off the rip or some of our new followers that you've been making down at the ballpark?
Shout out to some of our new followers. The title game has came down to Misericordia. I've finally gotten at least mediocre at saying that. 5-seed Cougars, Misericordia versus 3rd seed Wisconsin Whitewater. And yes, I'm expecting, another handful of viewers in the Scranton area, generally for Misericordia. Dallas, Pennsylvania is the exact city of their university. And Wisconsin Whitewater, noted Division III football and baseball powerhouse. Shout out to any handful of new listeners that might be listening in those markets.
Thanks to our new followers out there.
Welcome.
Greetings and salutations. I said a little bit late. But, Tito, did you say that there was a Dallas not in Texas?
Yes, there's a Dallas in Pennsylvania.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And what division are these kids playing? What age group?
It's Division III College National Championship. And I was just talking on the patio with producer George, and generally speaking, I don't consider myself quite as well-versed with college baseball as I do with the minors and majors, but in general, it has been a very high caliber of baseball, and really the only incredibly discernible difference to the casual or even fairly knowledgeable fan is power. Because the defense, the contact hitting, the fundamentals, the situationals, the execution, it's all more or less now at the top of Division III. At the top of Division III, it's more or less on par with Division I. Now, you don't have those 3 guys that can hit it 420 feet anytime a pitcher makes a mistake like Division I. But other than that lofty power, guys, I have seen some high-caliber baseball in general. I've been really impressed.
Maybe just give us a synopsis. You see some good kids out there, some good teams. What did you think about the whole weekend, man?
The Tito's scouting report?
Division III? It was fascinating. I talked to parents. I talked to coaches. I dived into college baseball podcasts, talking about coaches' legacies. It kind of spoke for itself what this tournament means to these kids and these parents. So I kind of took a deeper dive, seeing what sort of coaches were chasing legacies. For what it's worth, I want to give a shout-out. They're down 1-0 in the best-of-3 series, but should Wisconsin Whitewater rally and prevail, this would be their coach's 3rd national championship.
Oh, is it a three-peat or are they?
No, not a three-peat, but 3rd overall.
3rd overall, still very impressive.
Very impressive, yeah. So, again, like I said, I feel like what it means to the players and kids speaks to itself, and then I got a little deeper with coaches' legacies and stuff. And, man, bus drivers, parents, media correspondents.
Yeah, very cool.
I've had some doubting Thomases commenting, the stands could be fuller, who cares, boring. But it's like, guys, I was there for 12 games in 4 days, quality over quantity. Like, maybe there weren't 5,000 people in the seats, which would have considered it as resounding.
I really feel like I didn't really know that was going on until you told me.
I know. It was
why wasn't that more published or?
It was very poorly promoted, and I spoke to a Misericordia dad in the outfield, and we had a heartfelt conversation, and he brought up some very salient points. He said, we have this for 3 years. It's a multi-year commitment, so we have this for, 2 more years after this, and I'm committed even if I have to do it myself. Like, we'll have more butts in the seats next year. But anyway, this Misericordia parent, it was in Cedar Rapids, Iowa the last 3 years.
Hey, I know Cedar Rapids.
Yep. And they hung up signs, and he brought up a great point. He's like, well, look, even in 2024, suburban Eastlake is one county away from Cleveland. We have more entertainment to compete with than Cedar Rapids. So if Cedar Rapids, Iowa had posters and flyers peppered all over the place, why in God's name couldn't we be bothered to hang up one poster? My news feed.
Yeah, that's a big deal for Cedar
Rapids. It is
Rapids,
a big deal.
They don't have a pro team anywhere close to them. Like the closest pro team they have is the Cubs, like
right.
a couple hours away. So when it comes in, it's like, all right, yeah, we're starving for sports.
Yeah. So
whereas over here, like we got like a little bit of spoiled because we got majors, we got minors,
exactly.
We got, the 10 different sports to watch. So
right.
It's like almost like a buffet. You don't really need to go for the fifth serving, but it is very exciting to have it on this side of town, like we're little old Eastlake Captain Stadium.
Yeah, so exciting. So yeah, this has been a great event, and it's going to get better. And I already mentioned it online, and I'll mention it again on the air. Like, I'm just being glass half full, enjoying the intimacy, hopscotching around, having a section to myself for this tournament, because I fully expect this to be better promoted and having more butts in the seat next year. Like I said, this is good baseball. Like, it's not mascots dancing around. It's not the usual minor league stuff. Like, so anyone who was like, oh, the captains are out of town, I don't want to go to this college tournament, they missed out. It's more or less the same price, give or take $1, and it's been good baseball, rabid fans, just a great time.
Yeah, I was busy moving this weekend. Otherwise, I would have been down there.
Yeah, you bailed at just the wrong time. Like I said, dude, next year, whether it's my couch, get a hotel at the Sheridan, we're moving you in. We're going around the clock.
Right.
Seriously,
I'll take a good couch.
I feel like I did a lot as a one-man army, but next year, we're going to have a plan. We're going to know about this more than 30 hours in advance, and this is going to be like a huge thing.
Now, tell us about that tailgating experience real quick. I was pretty impressed that they were tailgating for this level of sport.
Right. Yes. It's funny. The finals has come down to my favorite tailgaters, Wisconsin Whitewater, versus my favorite style of play, the Franning, bunning, small ball defense, Misericordia Cougars. And yes, dude, these Wisconsin Whitewater, sorry, it's a mouthful, a lot of W's. Wisconsin Whitewater Warhawks tailgating is awesome. Dude, are you guys hip? Are you guys hip to the drive-up flagpole?
No.
Yeah.
Well,
it's like,
tell me about
it's
this
like a
now.
4x8 slab of steel, and then you just have a trusty co-pilot, like, hold the pole in position A about a foot from your truck, and then you drive over it. And because I was doing the pictures, and I'm like, dude, this is like a full-fledged flagpole. Like, this is like a $60,000 like GMC truck or whatever. Like, this is like some clumsy hardware to mount on your truck. What's going on here? And then I get closer. There's no hardware mounting on the truck because I'm like, man, you would have to like mount a bunch of crazy hardware on the truck to have this good flagpole. No, you just drive the truck over the pole, and then it supports it. They got like the American flag, and then their Wisconsin Whitewater flag.
I was kind of wondering about that.
Yeah,
that's pretty funny.
And it's so cool because, like I said, it's like, man, how dedicated to just weld this weird rig to your $60,000 truck. But no, it's a drive-up flagpole. And yes, they were partying, music. I didn't see any cornhole boards, but they had like a nice, very diverse, eclectic selection of music, grill and chill. I brought up a restaurant once. I'm like, hey, the game's in 90 minutes. Am I too early? Or a few people at restaurants? And it was classic. Like, I wish I would have got it on a tape. Like, one of the main sports dads, like, restaurant? We're feeding everyone here. You know, he's lighting 4 grills by, like, his 3 canopies and stuff. And then it really hit home when I was
so
like...
where were y'all tailgating? In the lot across the
runoff parking lot right adjacent to my apartment's fence.
Oh,
there.
all right, all right.
Because the people were paying to park who just wanted to park and go to the game.
across the bridge.
Yeah, but the tailgaters were across from the bridge in the runoff parking lot. And, dude, I love seeing people partying in there, and I have never seen it more full and alive, especially when we had that, like, 150-person Birmingham Southern camp at the far southern end of the lot. And then we had Wisconsin Whitewater with the flags, and they're, like, 8 canopies and 30 people, and that was still when there were 6 schools alive. So you still had like other schools occupying their respective 100 square feet of lots.
See, that's great. They're traveling with the team. They're making it fun. Like, it doesn't matter if it's Division 1, Division 3, Division 33. It's like we're having a fun damn time. Traveling with the team, and those Wisconsinites, they love to drink and party.
That's the thing is it's good kids, and it's the future of baseball. So I'm glad you had fun, Tito, and hopefully it gets a little more promoted next year. And, I'll definitely be there.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, so you guys want to get moving on? I know we got time constraints. You guys want to start talking about the big leagues?
Yep.
All right. So, yeah, we are in that 3-game series now with the Royals. the Evil Royals. I do have a lot of stats about them. So the Royals are having a heck of a season. We're both ranked. Both us and Kansas City are ranked near the top of the league offensively.
And what's their attendance figures like over there with the Royals?
I don't know on their attendance. I know offensively that they are averaging 4.9 runs per game, and we're averaging 5.1. So if you look at us and them, we're very comparable on paper. Going into yesterday's
literally
game,
on paper.
No.
going into yesterday's game, we had a plus 78 run differential. They had a plus 74.
Nice. Okay, I've been following that.
We
I
had
know we're close
64
there.
homers. They had 61. Both teams had 57 stolen bases, that just kind of shows how both teams are aggressive on the bases.
I love it. We're holding up our end of the bargain there because we don't have a natural-born burner like Bobby Witt Jr. So
Yeah.
we're earning our 57 stolen bases. Like the Royals have a burner or two that get them to their number.
But
yeah. But no, just as far as a guy who's a terror on the base pass,
Yeah.
we don't really have that. We just have like a bunch of hard-running dudes that get their 7 or 8
And-
You
steals.
just have one plan: be aggressive. Be
Yeah.
aggressive.
and that's the Guardians brand of
We're
baseball.
aggressive on the pass. Don't worry about that.
And then if you look at so the Royals have 7.99 strikeouts for 9 innings. We have 9.09. So yeah, both very comparable teams on paper. They have 183 extra base hits. We have 170. They have 64 homers. We have 66.
Okay,
They're
but like,
14th in the league. We're 10th.
Which team is better though?
Well, the Guardians, obviously, because we have a better record, and we're now 5 games up on them with that win yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, and that's kind of the thing, Nick, is, with us having this big series right now, we can gain some ground and get ahead of them. And so that's why we got to win these games against them now.
Mm-hmm.
That way, as the season goes on, we'll have some cushion.
It is a fascinating breakdown which team is better. I do respect and to a degree fear the Royals. I do like how we compare to them, but it's like, man, we each have megastars. Bobby Witt Jr., Jose Ramirez are the truth. Now, I will say, from a bright future standpoint, Witt Jr. is going to be the best player in the league for 5 years. But
yeah, and I heard they gave him a huge contract too.
From a 2024 standpoint,
he's not having to take a $50 million cut.
Yeah. Tail of the tape, right here, right now, who's better? Let's not worry that Bobby Witt Jr. is taking over this game and to be the best player in 5 years, because right here, right now, Jose Ramirez leads the majors in RBIs.
Right.
And yes, we each have megastars, but they have a rising megastar, and we have a megastar just in the pocket. Like, this is, give or take, Jose Ramirez's prime. I mean, so I feel like that gives us a huge edge because we're so similarly built, and they have the rising megastar, whereas we have the megastar, like, in his moment.
Well, there can only be one mega, but I'll digress on that point because I just wanted to get back to a couple weeks ago when we were a little bit worried that Jose wasn't in his mid-season form yet. He was struggling to kind of come alive in the early games of the season.
But he has been ridiculously hot lately.
Yep.
He is now batting .272. He leads the leagues in RBIs with 58 and has an .870 OPS. But hey, can we talk about Jose possibly as an MVP candidate? I mean, the guy's
sure can.
The guy's just a great all-around hitter. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And did you guys see that play where he stole home from second?
Yeah, that was great. That was a good hustle play.
Dude, that just shows. That's just a testament to Jose's baseball IQ.
Right. Yeah.
And
Hell
how
of a
aggressive
play.
he is. And I actually saw a comparison video that had Lofton's famous.
I know. I saw
And
that.
Jose got to the home faster.
Yeah, it seemed that way.
What was this, 90-foot race?
Well, I guess it would be. I believe the bases are 60 feet apart, so it would be 100.
Well, they're 90 feet apart, but so from second, it's
All
180 feet forward.
So 180. All right.
Yeah.
But-
Lofton would probably beat him in the 90, but in the
Yeah.
180, Jose was right there with him.
Well,
That's
yeah,
cool.
but it also matters when you run.
Right.
So how about David Fry?
Yeah, how about David Fry, man? I figured he'd mash his way into everyday consideration, and that's an understatement. He's done that and then
So
some.
I looked up his stats today. He's batting 342. He's got 27 RBIs. But hey, 1.092 OPS.
So fun background on David Fry. People have been peppering the feed with memes since his hot streak. He was the throw-in, the dreaded player to be named later in the Francisco Maya trade, who's I'm sure we've all forgotten about him, and rightfully so. He was just some fringe catching prospect who was in our system 4 years ago.
Who the hell's that?
Yeah, so what a score. Yeah, just here. You throw this away. Here's another guy that can catch your bullpen, people. Throw us a completely solid right-handed hitter. So, yes, kudos to our front office. That was it. We've made some exceptionally savvy pickups, but even given the sliding scale, we really got him good there.
Yeah.
Fuck. Nice. That was a
So,
good one.
so Josh Naylor, man, he's been cold, man. I did look up his stats. He's batting 229 now. He does have 44 ribbies, so I guess he's getting hits when there's guys on base, some clutch hits. He's 7th in American League RBIs, 815 OPS. But, hey, did you guys see that moonshot homer he had?
Yeah, that was nice. That's the type of thing that can get you back on track. You don't want to be dramatic and say that one swing of the bat can get you back on track, but if any one swing of the bat can get you back on the track, it could be an elegant moonshot like that. No?
I know, and I know the air's thinner in Denver, but I believe it was like 439 feet. Man, that was a moonshot, and he knew right off the bat it was way gone.
Mm-hmm. How's the air up there? Pretty thin and fair. Hey, Scotty Too Hottie, you want to pop in?
Scotty Too Hottie.
Scotty
We're flagging
Too
you
Hottie.
down. Anybody? Bueller?
Scotty Too Hottie.
Tagging in.
Would you like to pop in?
I think he's on the 40-man roster. I think we're eligible to swipe him in. Keep going on with the next wave of Guardians here. I personally, as long as we're doing the transition and killing time, I'll be at the ballpark tomorrow. I can't wait.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Hopefully you get some good weather.
I think I will. Yeah, I think we got it all over our system today. So.
Hello, fellas.
Hey, what's
Hey.
up, Scott? So we were just going over some comparisons between the Royals and the Guardians, and talking about some things regarding that. Both teams are really comparable in paper as far as their stats. So hey, man, what do you think about that big win yesterday against the Royals? What do you think about Jose? What do you think about Fry? What do you think, Scott?
They got to their race, which is impressive.
Yeah.
I like that.
Definitely a good sign there. Yeah.
And they're tough. And I was hoping I wanted to see this bullpen game today, but it got rained out.
I know. I was interested in
I
that
was
too.
really
but
looking forward to it.
I believe they were
going to
start. They were going to start Sandlin. I think.
Yeah.
Yep. And I was really looking forward to it. And they were. I think they were testing them, which is impressive because they're that's their stiff competition. But it's going to be who's going to fall out first.
But these games against the Royals are real important.
Yeah.
And they kind of really are a litmus test, or I guess a benchmark. I mean,
How surprisingly strong has this division been? Before I forget,
Yeah.
I don't have a bunch of specific stats I wanted to get out there, but one I did wanted 4 AL Central teams above 500.
Yeah.
it's crazy.
4 National League teams above 500, period. So just this
Right.
narrative that the AL Central is just this race to 80 wins, cupcake division, second tier, that's the preseason narrative. That's not what's going on.
And they try to
So-
size up the schedules and everything. Is there any schedule differential and how they're doing? It has stacked up well for the Guardians, on how the time they're playing the teams.
I would
but
like to
I didn't
see
see
that.
any disparity.
Mhm.
That's just tough.
I would like to see that, a comparison in strength of schedule.
Yeah, I kind of looked at it, but it was just I didn't see any too big of a disparity.
Right.
More tough teams are coming down the road or something like that because it's always give or go. But the Guards are winning the games they need to win, and so are the Royals, and
So hey,
some tough players on that
and
team.
and I think that's going to be we're going to be battling the Royals and trying to stay ahead of them all season. And
Yeah.
It's just whichever team's gonna fall off pace.
Yeah, so they pushed today's game, I guess, to a doubleheader in August. I think they said 26.
Oh, I
Yeah.
don't know.
So they
when
pushed it
was.
back,
I
like-
did hear. It
You know,
was
and I thought that
postponed,
was a bit peculiar because I'm going to the game tomorrow. It's getaway day, and it's a 1:00 game.
Well,
I don't know why you wouldn't
travel
just.
time, because they
Okay.
have to hit the road or
Yeah,
whatever. So
right.
they have them 1:00 games, so you have more time to travel.
Right, so they
you
just
can't
want.
be shoving in a doubleheader in case this thing goes in extra innings and the flights
Yeah.
are already planned. So I think it's like an itinerary thing.
Right, yeah. We're still going to
Sure.
see them in our town again. So yes, let's not defile
Right,
getaway day and just
yes.
reschedule it. Yeah,
it's all
months
a whole
later.
additional plan.
I do think one advantage we have over them is in our bullpen. Now, I will say they have a better starter ERA than us.
Yeah.
Theirs is 3.10. Ours is 4.24.
Right, due to injuries, they
But-
do have the better rotation right
Right.
now. It's not
Yeah,
a fair
due to
fight because we
injuries.
have some people
That's
on
a
the
very
shelf.
good
but-
point, Tito.
yeah.
Due to injuries,
Mhm.
But still-
and that might be something the Guardians should look at for the
Still,
trade deadline.
Right.
This
The
new starter.
statistic, right? Who has the most runs in the league? You know what I mean? Us.
Right.
We are, so that we offset some of that bullpen by scoring more runs, or the overall ERA, because we score more runs. We're like
And
the,
if you
the
compare
leader
the
in runs.
bullpen
ever thought
ERA,
Yeah, right.
if you compare the
surprised.
bullpen ERA, we're 2.38, which is first in the league.
Yeah, that's exceptional because the
And-
bullpen ERAs are so sensitive. So to
Yeah.
maintain that low of an ERA,
That was
And
just
they are
awesome.
4.44, which they're 24th in the league.
Yeah.
So they're near the bottom of the league as far as their bullpen.
Yeah,
right?
but-
Decisive
Oh.
advantage. We're not talking about
Yeah.
we're second or they're fourth. We're talking about we're first
Right.
and they're 23rd. So
Yeah,
yeah,
they made up a good point though with their starters. The whole point of that stat, plus with their starting rotation and all that. But that's where you get to them. You gotta knock out the starters. That's like the given formula. You beat
You're right.
your starters down,
Beat the
you get to
starters.
the bullpen where they're a little bit weaker.
right. So
Right.
it's like okay,
All right.
That's a
on
nice
to the
point.
middle innings
Right.
where they're not so good.
That's
Yep.
why I
That's-
think they were going to throw the bullpen at him today, just to F with him.
Yeah.
I really
Throw him
did.
a
I was looking
curveball,
forward to
literally,
it. I
right?
was like, ooh, I'm looking forward to this
Yeah.
one. And then it got
playing with house money. Yeah, we got
what
this
we
bull
got.
pound game.
Because
Yeah,
we took game one,
really get
so
them
it's like, let's see
scrapped.
what we got.
Yeah.
Hey, so our bullpen does now have 23 scoreless innings.
Man, that's impressive.
Class A did win reliever of the month for the American League for May. Literally a 0 ERA.
He's hot.
Right. Yeah.
He did have 9 saves, 14 strikeouts. He only gave up 4 hits and 1 walk.
Yeah.
A heck of a month for Class A.
Just following up our first show, 13 weeks ago, there aren't Class A trade rumors anymore.
No.
Yeah, you guys got to brack up the Brinks truck to even get us to pick up the phone to talk about him.
Yeah, he's sticking around.
Yeah. He's
Yeah.
very much a part of our core, and we're happy to have him. He is a
Right.
lethal weapon.
We'll give him one of these.
Yeah.
Thank you, Class A. Yay.
Half-hearted tip of the cap. I can't disrupt the headset, but yes, we got a baby tip of the cap for Mr. Class A. Really doing
Right,
it.
yeah,
Doing
definitely
it
a tip
big.
of the cap.
So,
Keep it up.
so what's
And
next,
Stephen
Ulysses,
Vogt, too.
here as we
Stephen
run
Vogt.
down the program?
I did want to talk about the 10-cent beer night. So,
Yeah, that anniversary just happened, yeah.
that was in 1974. So I don't know if you were quite old enough to be there, Scott. So no, but
Oh, shit. I took my grandkids to that game.
but hey,
That's where we started
so
drinking.
now
Yeah.
if you adjust
Yeah,
for
fill them
inflation, so that'd be like 50 cents nowadays.
Yeah.
So
Still a hell of a
Do you
deal.
guys really know the whole
Even
story,
just-
how that really all started?
No. let us
Absolutely
know,
not.
Scott.
I'm
Okay,
fascinated.
I can tell you.
yes.
So it was like Billy Martin, Texas. They had gotten, before they came over here, they had some, in Texas, with the old Indians, the tribe were playing down there. They had gotten a little scuffle, a little bench clearing, bunch of bullshit. So everybody was talking crap, and Billy Martin was like, it doesn't matter. They got no fans there. So the fans were already riled up. Them coming in and the papers and like the great Pete Franklin and all that. They were riling up the scene and promoting it. Let's go give them hell on, 10-cent beer night. So they went down there. There's supposed to be a limit. So it actually fed into it that Billy Martin challenged him from the Rangers. He actually challenged him, and they put it in the paper. And
Oh,
the
all
media
right.
was a little bit there, so the fans were already like, he made some stupid comment. I can't remember.
Oh,
what
all
Billy
right.
Martin
So
said.
it was a
Oh, it doesn't
challenge.
matter. The fans won't be there anyways.
Oh,
Oh,
You know,
yeah,
about
all right.
a brawl or something.
challenge accepted.
I didn't
Yeah.
even say that to a bunch of drunken Cleveland dudes
Oh.
on 10-cent beer. You know?
Oh, we took the
Oh
bait.
my God, they
yeah.
were running
they
around,
sure did take
shrieking
the
every
bait.
engine, in every inning.
I
they
heard there were
still-
fights, a riot.
Oh,
Then
there
I
were
heard the
fights.
fans stole the bases.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
they were running around streaking.
Yeah.
Somebody
Oh,
hit,
man.
some dude got hit with a bat on the Rangers. I mean, this is
Yeah. You'll laugh, you'll
insanity.
cry, you'll hurl. you just
So-
don't know what's going to happen on
Ah,
insanely
insanity.
discounted beer nights.
And
So, yeah,
then,
it was egged on. It
The
was just, they
Indians
make it
were
look like,
forced to forfeit the game.
well, it was just like they made it look like we were just stupid. We just staggered out there on 10-cent beer night. No, it was egged on. So that's the biggest thing about 10-cent
So the
beer
Rangers
night.
provoked us.
Right,
Yeah.
because
All
it was,
right.
like earlier there was a bench clear brawl. You go look at the exact facts, and that's really what happened. And there was like things in the playing dealer, and Billy Martin said like, oh, it doesn't matter if we brawl in Cleveland, there won't be any fans there. So we showed up in force. We had cheap beer, and the rest is history.
All right.
They no longer do it.
Right. Yeah. They no longer do it.
But what a great that a bit.
So yeah,
A
we
sight to
did have a
behold.
poll. We did have a poll on our Dogfight Sports show on our page.
What do we get? What do we get?
Big thanks to everybody who participated in that, and it was how many beers would you think you would drink?
Yeah, we finally had a mega drinker chime
For
in.
what?
I saw the 20 plus finally got represented for the
what?
10-cent beer night. How
Oh,
many
yeah.
10-cent beers would you have during the game? And-
All of them.
yeah.
Oh, the options were 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and then there was lost count.
Right. Well, it depends what they were serving, what kind of Rocco.
But I did hear they were only 10 ounces. So
Well, yeah, exactly. So yeah, if it was a 10
I mean,
ounce
I
beer,
voted
20.
I voted for 15. So
yeah, that's
now
what I
that'd be
voted
within
too.
a game. Within
Yeah.
a game.
Like
that-
I said, I pictured myself rocketing up to 17 and then sort of stumbling at the gates to get to the next milestone.
I promise you, I'd have had a six-pack before I even hit the stadium.
Oh, sure. So that's a qualifying circumstance.
So, I mean, was that in the survey? But, Oh, no, I mean, it was a blast, and I guess the weather was the weather was conducive, and, it was one of them. You could just feel the energy in the
All right,
crowd.
so we can say what everybody voted for.
What do we get?
Coming in. Go ahead.
Sure.
So we had Lily the Laser Beam voted for 10 beers. Brittany voted for 10. Jim Valenti
Well, who
voted
voted?
for 10.
What
What we
out of
talking
promote?
about?
Richie Rich
10
voted.
cent beer night. Like,
Richie,
how many beers
how
did
many
you have
beers
drunk
could
on
you
10 cent
drink?
beer night?
On
10
10.
cent beer night. If I had 10 cent beer night, I'd have drank 20 beers and I'd have fought
All
15
right.
people.
All right.
Stole 2 bases. I mean, not stole them, but taken them
Man,
out.
Yeah, I'd have took it with me and the seats.
Yeah.
I'm 300 pounds on my fattest
So
day.
15.
It's coming with me.
Jason
Right.
Kimball,
How y'all feel
Mariah,
about-
Good.
me,
I would have had a
John,
six-pack
George.
before I even hit the stadium.
I'd have had a fifth of motherfucking Jameson
Yeah.
by myself.
Yeah,
Hey, that's how I know.
we
10
would've-
cent beer night.
But
I'm
we
like,
did get a couple
Better
votes for
ride.
20 beers, and we got one vote for 25
We got 2 more
beers.
here. 25.
25
All
beers,
right.
you drunk
Yeah.
fuck.
Vincent-
You and my brother
Vincent-
Mikey would be best friends.
Vincent
10
voted
cent
for
beer night.
25
That fucker drank. I have a brother right now. You can give him 2 of these, and he'll say 4 more.
Yeah.
He'll walk right through 'em.
25 beers. He must have not have had a six-pack before he got there.
He didn't. He was at work. No, he was at work, and his old lady stressed him out to a point where he was on some
Oh,
bitch.
yeah.
I hate you,
Right.
and he went to the game and drank 25 beers and went to sleep. How I know? Because I was at that point at 5 beers before.
Yep.
Bitch, I choke you. And guess what?
Hey,
I
have a
didn't
seat,
do
Marcus.
it. No, I ain't gonna be long.
All right.
I got
All right.
I got some other things to do.
Yeah.
Kyle, give me a topic, and I'm about to shred it to shit. You ready?
Yep.
Let's go.
Hey, so what do you think about the Browns this year? Deshaun Watson going to be around? Nick Chubb going to be healthy? What do you think?
Nick Chubb won't be healthy until halfway through the season.
Yep.
Deshaun Watson hasn't played in 18 months. He's not going to be ready. If he's not ready on game 1, he's not going to be ready for the rest of the season. We lost $230 million in 5 years. We lost that. If he's not playing 3 touchdown throwing game
Yeah.
1, that's period.
Yep.
Our defense, we cannot rely on Myles Garrett and Njoku. We cannot do that. As a Browns fan, we cannot we cannot put all our faith on Joke and Miles.
For sure.
Yeah.
We have
and the
to
cornerback
spread
coverage, right?
Ward. Ward is our number one defensive player if you really look at it on a
Yeah.
DB standpoint. Yes, but the thing is, he needs his money. Just like Joke needs his money and Miles has his money. He needs to be paid.
Right.
I will say this, if we gave a semi-washed-up quarterback who's never done anything $230 million,
Yep.
we need to take the same amount of money and spread that amongst our defense of top players. If we
Sure
do
thing.
not do
Right.
that, the Browns will do exactly what we've been doing for the
Right.
last 20 years. Absolutely nothing. Okay, baby, you got my card. That's fine. You got my card, baby. I'm on pod, baby. Do your thing. All I'm going to say is this, and as long as y'all know Ashley, that's my baby. I'm going to say that's my baby. I love her every trip.
Great gal.
Now, back. I'm sorry, I don't mean to breathe
You're all
over
right.
your beer, but the Browns, we need in the next 5 draft places linebackers, offensive lines, or running back. We need a late
Yep.
round quarterback, and the only reason I say a late round is because you get gems out of your late rounds,
Yep.
and you need a solid safety. Your first pick next year is a solid fucking safety. Us as Brown fans, we're tired of seeing our DBs being beat to shit because they are over fucking pressed because we don't have a safety worth shit.
Yeah.
Our linebacking core, our front seven is solid. Miles and Joku carry our front seven. Denzel Ward cannot and will not no more do what he's been doing, carrying
Yeah.
our DBs. Now, another topic before I go to Malarkey.
Well, I heard a bird shit on his head the other day, and he got another concussion.
Yeah, and guess what? And this is the thing about Ward. This is the thing. He's done. He's done. He's done. He's fried already.
I know.
He's fucking fried.
We talked
He's
about
fucking
this.
fried. He's fried. We have to spend money on
Yeah.
replacing him.
Right.
And he be our he's our leader.
They just extended the coach and the GM today. So Stefanski and Barry are extended. So now it's we're not working around.
We're not
Deshaun
working around
Watson
shit.
and anybody. We're working around there. Vrabel's in there helping out. You know, he's going to be coaching somewhere.
Defensively,
head coach
we
next
have to be ready for
Yes.
fucking Henry.
Right.
So I
We gotta
did
carry
see.
it.
For fucking Henry. If we are
We
not
got Jameis
defensively
Winston
ready,
Yeah, right.
and Huntley and their
No.
quarterbacking us. It's going to be a long, rough season.
if we
Right.
are not ready for
Yeah,
Derrick
we
Henry,
got to stop Henry. Yeah, that's
Derrick
gonna be
Henry
key.
will run for 200 plus yards
Yeah.
a game on
Yeah.
us.
All right.
He's already projected to do that against Pittsburgh.
Right.
Yep,
No, you got to be ready for him.
you're right.
Cincy 185, us
Stop
175.
the fucking run. First off, You know,
We have Miles is not stopping him by himself.
You can't. You know, you got to have.
We
it's a
now I
forward-
will give it that rookie we got. He's a rookie. He looks good. That front lineman, I forgot his name.
Hall. Yeah.
He looks good. He looks solid.
Yeah. He was tough.
You
at
are-
OSU, man.
Out of 7 runs, 5 of those runs, you have to stop one of the most scariest runners in
Oh,
NFL
yeah.
history.
Yeah, I
Got to
know.
hit him.
5 out of those 7, because guess what? Miles is going to the blitz. He's going straight to QB.
Yeah. He's going to be.
Or he's
double-
setting his edge.
You
double
need, you
teamed
need
in
other
a-
guys there to stop that
Joku's
run.
not doing it.
Right.
Joku showed us.
he's side
Joku's
to
a
side.
beast.
He's side to
Joku's a
side.
beast, but he's not doing it.
Right, side
We
to
need
side.
somebody right now who will look at
I
Henry
need a
and say,
mean little
Henry,
linebacker. Don't you think I want a fucking
Yeah,
little
yeah.
linebacker?
that's
That's
no
what we
fuck a
need.
linebacker. We need a lineman.
A
Yeah.
line. Okay.
We need somebody with
Attack the
Miles and Hall
Right, to
to
plug
say,
the holes.
what you gonna do, you bitch? We are the
Slow 'em
best
down.
front 7 in the football, and that's all we're missing. Hey guys, I gotta go.
right,
Kyle,
buddy.
my buddy,
Hey, I'll see you in a few minutes.
Scotty,
See you.
I know I'm gonna see you,
I'll
motherfucker,
be out.
because motherfucker, you my motherfucker. Motherfucker. I'm gone.
Motherfucker.
So hey, I did see Nick Chubb is getting better.
Yeah.
He was smiling on the sidelines today. Somebody took a really good picture of
He's
him.
ready. He
He said he's getting better every day, and he said it's
awesome,
not
yeah.
the first time somebody counted him out.
Yeah.
So it's good to see that Nick
He's
Chubb
coming
is
back. He'll
getting
be
better. Yeah, I mean we're all rooting for Nick Chubb, man, aren't we?
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
he's
yeah,
essential
right.
to this team. They built so much around him, and he's like the heart and soul of the team. He personifies what the team represents. and I'm glad he's coming back. His contract
Hey, so
is
what's up,
done.
Ed? Welcome to the show.
Hey, well, man.
Oh, hey, so how many
How's it
10-cent
going?
beers could you drink? Now, keep in mind they're 10 ounces.
For 10-cent beer nights.
How much are these? A standard beer out
Well,
of a
well-
bottle is 8 ounces, right?
No,
No,
12.
12.
That's 12 ounces.
These are 32.
And those were 10 ounces back in the day for
Yeah.
the beer night?
For
And
10
they were
cents.
10 cents.
That's a promotion. And
So
10
if
cent
that
beer
was
night.
today, how many
How many think you could chug of that?
ballpark figure here?
Okay, you said these are 2.5
10,
12
20,
ounces.
these are
So these
32.
are 32 ounces.
Yeah.
I can do 3 of those, so that'd be 60 ounces on the 10. So I can do about 6 of them. No. If it's
How the hell
during
taught
an
him math?
now if it's a
Little cups this big.
So wait,
How many
now
can you
3
chug
of
a
these
beer?
would be
Is
almost
that how
100
small they were?
ounces, so
10
that'd be
ounces,
10.
a little cup.
yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You said this is
Don't
the
worry about this.
32
How many of that
ounces,
motherfucker
right?
little is? Folks, I'll answer for him. 15 tops.
yeah. I would say tops.
That's what I voted for.
I could get there, but somebody's driving
Okay.
me back.
Right.
Okay.
15 tops. That's I'll just dance.
And I am rating the fields, okay? When everybody else is, I'm going out
Oh, hell
there.
yeah, we're sending you
Hey, the
out
man,
first.
man.
I'm going to steal second base,
Yep,
literally, okay?
That's what they did.
Yeah.
And then
We're
the
sending
Indians
you
had to
out
forfeit
first
the
for
game,
sure.
dude.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
he
they were
said- he
winning,
said a
too.
He said a Rangers player got hit in the head with a bat.
Oh, yeah, they hit. Somebody bashed him with a bat. I mean,
Oh, my God. Nick said it was warmer inside, and I didn't believe him, but
Yeah.
oh, my God, it's hot.
Yeah, the humidity in here is, yeah.
Oh.
anything else you wanted to?
Oh, yeah, so I did, they did announce the Guardians All-Star ballot.
Did you hear?
So they have Jimenez, Josh Naylor, Jose,
Yep.
David Fry.
What is this again?
The All-Star ballot, so you can
Okay.
vote for All-Star team members.
Don't put Ramirez in.
Well, well, of course.
Is Naylor in there?
Yeah, Josh Naylor.
Yeah, I would do Naylor. Do David
Hey,
Fry
we're,
because his run
we're-
average
we're-
is
we're-
high.
we're
Or I mean,
just-
his base hit
Tito,
average.
we were just talking about the All-Star ballot
All
players this year. So Jimenez, Josh Naylor, Jose, David Fry, Stephen Kwan, Will Brennan, Bo Naylor, which is surprising that he's even. on
He's
the
not
ballot.
good though. Bo
I know.
Naylor. Didn't they talk about sending him back?
Yeah.
Well, is this going to be like 2015? Are we going to send 7 starters to the All-Star game like the
I don't
Royals? Dude, in 2015, just a funny aside, legit, the AL All-Star team was Mike Trout and like 7 Royals and a random guy.
Uh-huh.
That was like the apex of crazy fan ballot box stuffing. But yes, I hope that we're well represented at the All-Star game. We're playing some damn good ball.
Yeah, but don't send Bo.
Yeah. Also Tyler
That
Freeman
Bo doesn't
and,
know,
Brian
guys.
Rocchio. So,
That Bo doesn't know.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
yeah, he
Well-
needs
well,
to go
he's-
back to the minors, work on his hitting.
Honestly, that's when like I heard that we got. How'd we get Manzardo? Didn't he get pulled up? I thought that's what I heard.
yeah, Manzardo's still with the team.
No, he just got added.
Yeah.
He just joined this like a week or two
Yeah.
ago now.
Well, yeah, but
I
he
thought
got-
he got pulled up because of his hitting, and it's
Yeah.
shown. His hitting's been
Yeah,
really
yeah,
good.
he has had some hits.
Yeah, he's had quite a bit of doubles, and we're hoping that
He almost-
translates to some home runs.
He got
soon.
3 hits in 1 inning or in 1 game. He almost had 4, but it was
Very
a ground
nice.
out. I thought like he is like that
Oh,
was
yeah.
very promising. Be like, all right,
Okay,
good
so,
pickup.
hey, so I do have 2 more topics. So yeah, the
and then
Daniel
Schneemann.
Schneemann.
Schneeman.
Now, how do you say
Yeah.
his name, Tito?
Schneeman.
Schneeman,
Like
Schneemann.
Gesundheit.
Schwabel's Reds.
So
only it's
is he
Daniel
good?
Schneemann.
Is he good?
Yeah, dude. He's
All
a
right.
good grinder. I didn't even know, honestly,
He's been
there were
doing
still
really good.
33 rounds. He was a 33rd round draft pick. You know, he's 27. Baseball is a funny game. Sometimes in baseball, you don't get your shot till you're 27. And then in the same time, and within the same week, a center fielder gets called into the front office and gets told he's washed up at 27. So you just never know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, you're washed up. You're
Well, there's
finally
some
your
guys
chance
they
at
don't even
27
make
is
it
an
to
ebb
the
and
majors
flow.
until
Yeah.
they're like 30.
But yes, this
Yeah.
Schneemann has just been a classic. Pull himself
Yeah.
up by the bootstraps, like good story. And yeah, he's worth a look at shortstop or super utility or whatever we're doing. And I did hear we made another move bolstering the ranks beneath him, which would seem to indicate that we're going to give him a good look. Like at first
All right.
when we brought him up, they were like, "Oh, we're facing a bunch of righties. He's a matchup guy. He's here for a week." But then I guess
He did really
considering-
good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's done good, and then considering how we've shuffled and like covered the minors ranks, it seems like we're sticking with him for a
Yeah.
while. For whatever
Although to
role
be
he's gonna
fair,
have.
like when we were playing the Rockies, every player looked good.
oh yeah,
so
and
that
that,
really
and that
did-
thin air, it's
Yeah.
a fun chance to
That
pad your
fluffed
stats.
him,
Yeah.
and Manzardo. It
Mhm.
fluffed both of those guys and made them look good.
Right. Yep. 'Cause that's
All right,
that's
so
what the
I
thin air
guess
and high
the
altitude
only
is.
other topic I really had was, hey, Angel Hernandez is finally retired.
Finally. Oh, I got a couple buddies in my fantasy league that like.
So
follow,
what do you
like,
think about Angel Hernandez,
Yeah,
Tito?
it-
I'd like to hear your opinion
Yeah,
on
it's
that.
funny because umpireaudit.com and stuff, and I haven't taken, dude,
Oh,
I haven't taken too deep a dive into this, but just in this stats and analytics-driven world, umpires are no different. Like everyone's ass is in the fire. People are grading you and evaluating you 6
Yeah.
days and Sundays, and yes, it's just. The metrics are bad, guys. Like, I don't have a horse in the race. I'm not going out of my way to bash Angel Hernandez. Like, but a few people were like, "Oh, come on now, just don't follow the stat sheets." He was a respected 30-year
No.
veteran or whatever. But it's just like, no, there's pretty well documented evidence that he was rather egregious, rather frequently. You know, like he just
Yeah,
he just was
I mean,
not
there
a
were
very
some
good
obvious
umpire.
bad calls
Yeah.
that he made. I mean,
Uh-huh.
maybe he had vision problems. I don't know.
Yeah, but it's funny because, like, I don't know. I'm not, like, an umpiring expert or anything, but, dude, these websites, I've taken a bit of a dive, and it's fascinating because it's like they establish a baseline where they're like, something like, you know, a big league umpire, this is the big leagues, we want you to get about 92 to 94% of your calls right. And
Yeah.
just consistently, this
Well, he's
Hernandez.
in his 60s.
Yeah, he's clacking in it like, yeah.
I don't
high
know. I'm
60s,
guessing if
yeah,
you were doing
high
bad.
70s, and yeah, that's not good. Like that's
No.
not okay when
I
they
would
say like
consider that termination level right
Sure.
there. Like you
With-
should have
with-
gotten fired.
yes, and it's good you bring
Well,
that
you'd
up.
like the guy to
with
get
a
it
harsher
about
accountability
98% of the
system,
time.
it
Yeah,
would be terminated.
But they have the union too. Like there's a umpires union.
I
I,
know.
thought, and that's got to keep them in place
I
until
know.
they have time. Then they want to retire.
and,
Like,
and in that case, yes, the umpires union, like, not gonna get sidetracked into a big is the umpires union good or not, but just right here, right now, Exhibit A, this case, the umpires union was bad
Yeah.
because they kept
Uh-huh.
him gainfully employed for another 10 years when just
Yeah.
his very measurable statistics,
That- and
in
that's
fact,
why-
were not very good at all.
That's also
Good point,
as a
Tito.
sidetrack.
Very
That
good
is a
point.
normal thing with unions. It's not that unions are made to keep good employees employed. They're meant to keep wages fair,
Right.
but they
Uh-huh.
do keep bad employees employed.
Sure, that's some of the
Uh-huh.
collateral damage.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
point. Good point. Yeah.
Yep, they
So they
That's
keep
not like
both, they
their
keep both
intentions,
good
but that ends up
employees
being
and
a
both
thing that
bad
happens.
employees employed.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, for better or worse, they keep continuity. And that continuity, yes, like you said, that's good for the performers.
Yeah.
Not so good for the dead weight that's just sort of
Yeah.
strung
Exactly.
along and yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right, guys. I guess that about covers all the bases for everything I had. We are at
Oh
the
wait,
60
real
game
quick, do
mark.
you guys
We
know
have
how
40
much
wins.
that cheap beer night would be in today's money?
No, but
We
you
said
would have
about
to
50
yeah,
cents.
I
you
heard
adjust
64
for,
cents
okay,
a beer.
adjusted for good point. Yeah,
64 cents.
adjusted for inflation. But yeah, still that would be all you can.
That
drink.
would be awesome.
I mean,
That's
Yeah.
cheaper than
be
any
wasted
beer
on
on
10
a
bucks.
Sunday
Yeah.
happy hour day.
Yes, that would,
Yeah.
in effect, as the kids say, be a freaking sick deal. 64
yeah.
cent beer.
all right.
I think
All right,
they
well,
say
hey,
that
well,
would
where's
slap.
the where's the deal at? Let's go.
Yeah. I'm ready.
All right. All right. Hey, thanks, Ed.
Yes, thank you very much, Ed. Not yet.
All right,
we're
yeah,
going to bark it out.
we're gonna bark
and then
it
we'll
out,
Stop
and
it
then-
momentarily.
All right. Hey, thanks everybody. Thanks to Frank and Tony's. Thanks everybody for watching. Thanks for all our new followers. Hey, stay tuned. We got some more Guardians news coming soon. We're going to be talking Browns OTAs. We got Browns preseason coming up. We're going to have some Olympic coverage. Stay tuned to Dogfight Sports.
Yes, special fun season. Baseball keeps rolling. Football around the corner.
Yep.
Just an exciting time for Cleveland sports fans.
Exciting time
Are
to
we
be a
ready to
Cleveland
bark,
sports fan.
Ulysses?
Yeah, we are.
Ho, 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 ho.